Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I hope you were able to join us this morning for yoga, or you got out and took a nice walk. We're excited to be outside and together.
Yay!
I'm Mindy, the Executive Director of Bagot.
And I'm Lisa, the Volunteer and Event Coordinator for Bagot.
And it's another beautiful day in Tucson. And although we're not all together at Catalina State Park enjoying our traditional take a hike, we know that the weather is still beautiful and still warm, but we are still outside and welcoming you.
And for all of you that joined in on the daily activities, I sure hope you enjoyed them.
Lots of great activities and great stories. So thank you to all of the people that gave their time to share their personal stories, to get out there and share an activity with you so that you could really be inspired to get moving and be part of that physical activity and recognize the importance of that. So the Take a Hike / Get Moving for Bagot, modified this year, could not be done without the incredible work of our team, led by the fearless Volunteer and Event Coordinator, Lisa Terraza. So a huge thank you and shout out for Lisa for having to switch things up and make it different and being willing to go out there to the virtual world to still make a fabulous event and a huge fundraiser for Bagot. So thank you so much, Lisa.
Well, thank you, Mindy, for that wonderful compliment, but I could never have done it without the Bagot team. Unfortunately, they're not here with us today, so I want to give you a big shout out and say thank you for all your work that you've done on the Get Moving for Bagot.
I'd like to introduce you to the rest of the Bagot team, Anitra, Joyce, Amy, and Sherry, and have them share a few words with you.
Hi everybody, my name is Anitra and I've been at Bagot for 10 years now, and this is
her daughter
Harper. I just wanted to first say thank you so much for your donations for Get Moving for Bagot this year. All of your donations help support Bagot in continuing their mission. Hopefully you were able to try out my Friday night unwind class, and if you were looking for something that was a little more challenging, you were able to try out my 30-minute HIIT class. I know that this year we had to do everything virtual, but hopefully we'll be able to see you next year in person, and we just want to say thank you very much and
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Hi everyone! We hope you had fun moving for Bagot this week and you learned something new to help you along the way. Stay well!
As Lisa said, my name is Amy. I'm a program assistant at Bagot. I have been with Bagot for just over a year now. I actually started 2 weeks before the hike last year, and all the faces and everything was new to me, including I was just meeting a couple of our staff even at the hike. I was looking forward to seeing you all this year, but you know, COVID happened, so things are a little different. With Get Moving, it's been great though, because people can participate wherever they are and do whatever they love to do, and that's really the key with activity. So I hope you've had fun participating this week in different types of activities. You've gotten active and gotten moving, but let's keep that moving going on for ourselves, all right? Thanks so much for being here with us. Look forward to seeing you next year. Bye!
Hey, good morning. I'm out for a morning walk, and it's beautiful out here. The weather has finally cooled off, and excited to be outside, and I hope you've been enjoying all the Get Moving for Bagot activities this week. I know they've been great. I've really enjoyed them all. And I want to thank all the people that have participated in Bagot events in the past and all the newcomers. And thank you for your support. Let's just keep moving.
Yep, like I said, we have such an incredible team. However, many hands are needed, and our volunteers work throughout the year to join us and help with various projects. A great big thank you to each of you and for all you do for Bagot. Now let's hear from Jen and her connection to Bagot.
In 2019, I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. My diagnosis came as a shock, especially since it was the result of my first mammogram at the age of 40. Much of the time between diagnosis and treatment is a blur, but I do distinctly remember receiving a Bagot during my first appointment with my oncologist. I wasn't sure how I would use the resources included in my Bagot, but it turned out to be one of the best resources during my treatment. In particular, I found the Bagot binder helpful to keep track of my health records and test results, and to keep them organized and in one place. I also found the nutrition information beneficial, especially as I went through radiation. I continue to reference my Bagot binder today. Thank you to Bagot for an amazing resource, for empowering me, for educating me, and giving me guidance through a very challenging time in my life.
Thank you, Jen, for sharing your story and for stepping up to volunteer. We truly appreciate you and all of our volunteers. So we are almost there and so close to our matching grant. So if you can just take a minute, can go online, go on your mobile devices, make a quick donation to help us reach our matching grant goal provided by the Zuckerman Community Empowerment Fund. We want to reach the top of the cactus so that we can provide more bags, and we need you. And for all of you that don't know, this is a saguaro cactus. So when you come down next year for Take a Hike 2021 to join us, or you're visiting the desert, make sure that you say it properly and look for the saguaros, because they are incredible and there's some great information about them. So our sponsors, thank you again and again. We are so appreciative of your dedicated support year after year. We have so many sponsors that have sponsored Bagot and our traditional Take a Hike for 17 years, some of them, and we couldn't do this without you. So a huge thank you for all that you do. Here's a quick message from one of those longtime sponsors.
Hi there, my name is Coy Arvisu. I am with Heinfeld Meach, an accounting firm here in Tucson, Arizona, and our firm has been a long-time supporter of Bagot for the wonderful impact the organization has on our communities. The Bagot itself, the programs, the self-advocacy message, all clearly have such a positive impact with the cancer patients in our communities. The organization truly achieves its message, be informed and be empowered. And also just the wonderful people that are associated with the organization, from management to staff to all the wonderful and amazing volunteers. And of course, Sherry, awesome. So it's easy, and we're proud to be a part of and support such a great organization as Bagot.
And I'd like to introduce our board chair, Michelle Bonito, to say a couple of words.
Thank you, Mindy. And thanks to all of you for joining us today. Whether you chose to be active and get moving, or whether you found another way to contribute to the event, we are truly thankful for your commitment to Bagot. A big thank you to the staff and board members for modifying the event this year to be fun and unique and keeping to the tradition of Take a Hike.
So one of the benefits of being virtual instead of in person is that I can actually show you a video. And so I'd like to take a moment to share this video with you about Bagot so that you can have an understanding of the impact that the Bagot bag makes and a little bit more about what is in the bag.
My story begins with, are you sitting down? 22 days later was my first chemotherapy session. It was the moment that you feel so very much alone.
I was so full of fear. I just remember going home and sitting against the wall, just sobbing. That experience of fear has not changed. In 20 years, I hear the same story over and over again. People are full of fear. That, to me, was what was so important about getting Bagot together, was to fill up some of those gaps in cancer care.
So the Bagot bag helps anyone with any type of cancer receiving any type of cancer treatment.
The bag consists of a timeline, if you will, from the day of diagnosis through the treatment process, through survivorship, and beyond whatever happens.
I think that if I had not had that Bagot bag, I would have been like groping in the dark for, what else can I do? The bag was so rich in all of its contents and ideas.
Well, I'm very grateful that we have this resource in Spanish, and I think this is a great way to bring out that information to the table with family members.
There was so much thought put into this book. I remember wanting to share it with my family and letting them know that it's for you as well. It really brought a sense of control back to the situation. It wasn't just a resource book. It was something more, and it was something deeper. It was a very loving feeling specific to what I was going through.
Hi, my name is Nicole, and I'm excited to participate in the Bagot Get Moving event this year. It's a little different this year because it's virtual, but the great part about that is it allows me here in Southern California to participate in the event. And I'm doing so because I feel that the Bagot mission is critically important. As the family member of cancer survivors, I can say firsthand how important it is to have the Bagot information for cancer patients, for their families, and for caregivers. Knowing how to talk to your healthcare provider, how to ask questions, and how to advocate for your care and the care of your loved ones is empowering. And any advantage when navigating cancer diagnosis, treatment, or survivorship is needed and wanted. So the great part about this event is it also reminds all of us the importance of exercise in our lives. So join me in Get Moving this year, and we'll all get moving.
Now we have the opportunity to hear from two dynamic individuals, Shauna and Beth Ann, and how the bag made a difference in their lives.
Hi, my name is Beth Ann. I am a breast cancer survivor of 5 years, and I've been involved with Bagot from the very beginning, and I'm really excited to be part of Get Moving for Bagot.
I am Shauna, and I am this lovely woman's wife. And we are both happy to be here on behalf of the Bagot organization. They have asked us once again to put ourselves on film for some reason. I'm not quite sure why they do that, but we're happy to be here to support this and to help them get moving.
So like I said, I was diagnosed in 2015, and that's when I was introduced to the Bagot bag. We were invited, or actually it was required, when I was told that chemotherapy would be part of my treatment. The nurse there gave us a Bagot bag, and I don't really remember it very much because it was a pretty overwhelming experience. But Shauna grabbed it up and held on to it, and it was a great tool for us. So I was always grateful to that nurse, even more so later on when I met other survivors through support groups that hadn't heard of it or didn't have that resource. So I felt like I had almost a duty or a responsibility to my fellow survivors to let them know about it, because regardless of the stage, whether you're just diagnosed or if you're in treatment, the bag is very useful throughout the...
I grabbed that Bagot opportunity and ran with it. That bag became so helpful for me during Beth's treatment and diagnosis. I found the bag most helpful when it came time to organize Beth Ann's appointment, my work schedule, in order to be able to assist her in any way that I might be able to assist her with anything that she needed assistance with. Including food preparation, grocery shopping, all of the fun things that the caregiver gets to do. That Bagot book and materials inside came in pretty handy for that, because we were actually at a loss of what do we do now. So having that became a go-to, or pretty much my best friend at that time. It is, so that I could establish exactly what kind of treatment plan I could work with to benefit her the best. Any resources we need, I found in there. Anything that we needed to educate ourselves about, where to find things, how to get things, who to talk to, that kind of thing was all in there, and it was all a gift for us at that time. So we really, really appreciated it. And
the section for me that was the most useful was the appointment keeper. Because I was even having trouble with the digital stuff. I just didn't trust it. I got to where I had to write everything down right then. But I do recommend it. Unfortunately, recently had to get a Bagot bag for a dear friend of ours, Miss Ruth, who is diagnosed again with lung cancer. And it was my pleasure to be her driver to take her to her chemotherapy treatment. And I was driving her over, and of course it's during COVID, and so she was unable to take any companion with her into her treatment, and just about broke my heart to drop her off. She's 73 years old, and I just had to leave her at the door. So it hit me like a ton of bricks. Of course, Bagot. Miss Ruth needs a Bagot bag. So the next day I drove over to the Arizona Oncology on Craycroft, and there was no one there. It was pretty empty, again, due to COVID. But I knew there must be someone there. So I kept knocking. I went upstairs. I knocked on the doors in the hallway. Hello. And I did find someone. And I was telling her I had a friend who needed a Bagot bag. And there's another voice from around the corner. Hello. She said, I have a Bagot bag. And she knew exactly what I was talking about. And she said, come on back. And she had a few bags there in the closet, and she gave me one to take to my friend. And she was so excited. It's the best that could come out of a bad situation. It's kind of like the walk. So I'm really excited for Get Moving for Bagot. I hope you have a great walk. I hope you had an excellent walk.
Way to get moving, Bagot!
Hi, my name is Mickey Gomez. I am a current board member of Bagot. The reason why I joined Bagot was because I realized that Bagot was doing an initiative that I felt was lacking in our communities, and based on the fact that I personally was touched with cancer through my family, I've actually had a record where everybody that has passed away in my family, which is about 3 or 4 people, uncles, aunts, and grandparents, ironically, most of them have passed away from one form of cancer or another. At this point in time, my sister was diagnosed with cancer, and cancer of the thyroid, and she is recovering from that and handling it and adjusting to it. It's still a new experience for her and for us, the immediate family, but thanks to the Bagot bag and thanks to all the advice that the bag offers, she was able to gain a little bit of control of her diagnosis and basically made her a little bit more confident as the process into what she's going through. It's reasons like that I joined the board. I believe in what Bagot does, and I believe in the help that the bag offers, and that's the main reason. Bagot is a great organization, and I am proud to be a part of it and to help as much as I can. Thank you.
Participants, thank you for joining and Get Moving. We sure hope you enjoyed our daily programs and had a little fun as you moved for Bagot. Each day since kickoff, we pulled a name from all those that participated. Check it out. Are you a lucky winner?
All right, Mindy, we're ready. This is the Get Moving raffle. We have 3 wonderful prizes. Thank you all for participating this year. And are you ready, Mindy?
I'm ready.
All right.
Yay.
What is our first prize?
This is for Miraval Resort and Spa in Austin, Texas. Now, they have just been open about a year, a little over a year maybe. And we have been fortunate to work with Miraval here in Tucson, which is amazing if you ever have the chance to go. So this person is really excited because it's a 2-night stay for 2 individuals at Miraval Austin. And I can't even say enough about it. It's amazing. So let's see who the super lucky person is that maybe will take you or me
Yes.
as their guest, right?
Take you or me with them.
We're available whenever. And the lucky winner headed to Austin is Diana. Congratulations. I'll be sure to give you my number, so when you go, you can include us. All right, Lisa, what do we have for our second drawing?
This is a $300 gift card to Amazon.
Which at this time, everybody's using Amazon, although shopping local is always a bonus, but for some people, not as convenient. And so this has a little bit of something for everyone. And the winner is Terry. I hope I'm on her shopping list. All right, on to the next. We have a $100 gift card to the Kroger family of stores, which encompasses Fry's for those of you that live in southern Arizona or other parts. For those of you that live in Cleveland, I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and this might not be ideal because she has none of the stores listed there. I know. She was like, that's the one I'm going to win, of course. But so anyhow, hopefully you can find something under the Kroger family if you win.
All right.
Here we go. All right. I'm not looking. And the winner is another Diana. Okay, Baggett friends, we have not quite reached the top of our cactus for our matching grant for the Zuckerman Community Empowerment Fund. So please, before midnight tonight, go online and make a donation and help us get those last couple $100 so that we can meet our goal. Thank you in advance. We know we can do it. We count on you. Thank you.
We can share a few contest winners today. Congratulations to Andrea, as she was our very first Get Moving registrant. And to Elise, all the way from Passaic, New Jersey. That's right, she is 2,416 miles from Tucson, and she is Get Moving for Baggett. Thank you both. You still have today to get your photos and passports in to qualify for our 3 remaining contests. Show your spirit, most unique activity, and your Get Moving passport. So get out there, snap and share with us. All winners will be announced in the wrap-up e-blast. Stay tuned.
Thank you all for joining us today and all week long for Get Moving for Baggett 2020. It was a little bit different, but it was still a whole lot of fun.
We hope you're able to join us next year, and we're fingers crossed that we can be at Catalina State Park. But it was enjoyable this year because we got to know many of our friends from the East Coast and the West Coast that we were able to participate. So, stay tuned.
Thank you. We couldn't do it without you, and we couldn't provide the resources that we provide to all of those impacted by cancer without your donations and your help and your participation. So thank you guys. We'll see you next year. Take care. Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.